everyone. This is Energy. I know this is the first time we're actually meeting, and we're having one of our deep talks today. I wanted to relay something that the universe has just uploaded into me. And before I decided to record this video, this audio for the video, I was working on a creative project that will soon be in rotation. And as I was doing this, a dragonfly ever so softly landed on my right hand that was holding my mic. And I'm still doing the thing, right? And it sat there. It sat there and was engulfed in the words that I was saying. And in amazement, I stopped. I stopped and I had to thank the universe, because I said, this has never happened. I've always wanted that to happen. But now that it's happened, after I've kind of let go of the idea, I said, well, it'll come around when it's ready. And, the animals have their own spirits and they have free will as well, too. You can't force them to do anything that they don't want to do, It'll happen in due time. And here it just happened. So as I go to make this audio, right? The universe was just like, just do it. So I go to do it, and again, another dragonfly comes and lands on my arm, and it lands specifically on this tattoo that I have on my arm of the Strength card in tarot. And it made me think of a very interesting thought right now, and something that I was telling, some of my friends not too long ago, earlier today actually, was today is August 22nd. It is the cusp, the transition, actually, between Leo and Virgo. And we all know we have the new moon in Virgo that's happening tomorrow. Some say it's happening tonight. I believe that we have the shadow period today, and it's happening tomorrow. And then there's another shadow period the day after, which will be August 24th. However, this is very imperative to me, being a Virgo, a September Virgo. I'm not really an astrologist. I dabble here and there, but I'm more of an energy reader. I'm an energy worker. And so something that came to mind at this time was, as more dragonflies are circling around me, this is beautiful. Dragonflies are a rebirth, a new start, and I can tell you, the universe can tell you as well too, and a lot of other people can tell you that, okay, sorry for that laugh. The dragonfly was literally in my face again. There's multiple of them. And this is the first time that this ever happened. So I'm going to take this as a message. But this goes hand in hand with what the universe wants us to understand. Let's take the Strength card, right? I do dabble in tarot. This is not a tarot page. But I make pull cards from time to time just to get the energy of a message that the universe would like me to relay to you guys. But let's take the Strength card. The Strength card is not necessarily brute strength, as in force, muscle, and how much you can lift, how much you can tolerate, how much you can take, how much you can dish out. It's not that. What it actually is understanding that your strength comes from your softness. And unfortunately, in this society, softness is not really something that people take as a strength. And I know everybody's like, I'm in my soft girl era. And, you may think that it's just like, oh, we're just being, nicer to ourselves, or being, softer with ourselves, and we are, choosing to rest, as a woman of color. This is something that is a huge movement for just black women in general. Excuse me. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I wanted to stop, but the universe is like, don't, just do it. Just do it. And there's a bunch of golf carts. It's a never ending, actually. But I'm gonna just take it. So, but as a woman of color, choosing to rest, choosing not to be of service to others, and choosing to be of service to yourself first and foremost, so that you can get back to, the things that universe and your ancestors and your spirit guides, and or God or the archangels, whoever you subscribe to, right? Whatever subscribable. I make up words sometimes. Whatever spiritual subscription you have, that was the word. They're guiding us to start to put ourselves first, especially the women. And that's what I'm picking up on. Other people pick up on other things, and that's perfectly fine, but this is what I'm picking up on. But there's strength in the rest, right? Just like there's strength in the hustle. Not everything needs to be a hustle, obviously. So taking the strength card, we have this woman who is basically holding a lion's mouth open, and there's no fuss, no muss, no hassle, right? The lion is allowing her to open his mouth. It's almost like taming the beast, right? But when you look at it, this is what today is actually all about. Today is about taming the beast within yourself. And that could be temptation, that could be bad habits, that could be negative thinking, right? As a certified life coach, these are things that a lot of, my clients come to me about, especially negative thinking. And, yes, I'm helping them navigate and unpack these things. I'm not a therapist, but I'm more of a guide, a friend, if you will, to help you unpack your baggage, the ones that you are, maybe afraid to unpack, or it's been a long time and now we just gotta freaking do it, right? I'm that. And a lot of the things that get in our way of our progress, and this is going back into the Virgo energy, right, is basically not, how do I put this? Not becoming friends with our rest period. And I get it. Like, as a Virgo, I need to have my hands in things. I need to reorganize things. I need to put things in order. I need to, whatever it may be, like, I need to keep going, right? Especially when, nobody's going to do it for you, and no one's going to do it the way that you want it. So you might as well do it yourself, right? And a bunch of other things, because if you take my rising sign and my moon sign, then they'll be like, oh, this girl's on a whole other thing. But we'll get to that in another video. And that's basically, as I say this, there's a yellow butterfly that just walks past, flutters past, you know what I mean? But we neglect the rest period, self-included, and there's power in that, right? And the power is taking time to basically allow yourself to regroup. You can't keep going if you're burnt out, right? And Leo being a fire sign, we just been through the fire, right? Right now we need some cooling down, right? And the fire may have been just you really doing the inner work and the shadow work, if you will, the reorganization of your energy, right? And that could look like many things. That could look like, going to a Reiki practitioner and, allowing them to help transmute the energy, out of your body so that you can feel lighter or understand, what your body's trying to tell you, right? Or maybe that could be going to a tarot reader to get a better understanding psychologically and also energetically. Or this could look like, you exercising or you being creative, whatever it may be, but the release of the energy that no longer serves you, right? All those things go into a rest period. It's not just laying down, and sometimes it is just laying down. Sometimes it is just like taking a moment to kick your shoes off and lay in the grass, or sometimes it is just that, whatever it may be to you, right? But these are some things that they want us to understand at this moment. The main message I wanted to have you understand is not only is the Strength card the energy of the transition from Leo into Virgo, right? Fire into Earth, right? All those things that you were burning the midnight oil on, right? To get right. All those things are now blossoming, right? They're blossoming. They're now tangible, right? But going back to the dragonfly, the reason why this is important, not only just because it was a beautiful sight to see, is we all want these signs, right? We all want these signs. We asked the universe, show me a sign, show me a sign, like, let me know I'm on the right path, or what have you, And, we're looking for a huge sign, maybe it says golf carts this way, or what have you, but or big stop sign, right? Or someone to say it bluntly, which is perfectly fine, right? But I want you to be aware of, and those of you who are attuned to the messages of the earth, I want you to be aware of the messages given to you by Mother Earth, Gaia. You know what I mean? What other names that you give this beautiful planet that we're on, right? She will give you the signs. And some of those signs would be through the animals, through the swaying of the trees, through the way that the air touches you, brushes up against you, right? It's these little things. And this all goes hand in hand with the work that we all have been doing in our downtime, right? In our soft time. The energy of the strength card is, for those of you who are very sensitive, who are empaths like I am, right? Who can feel every single thing, right? Those of you who are so attuned with the emotions of others that you can, help shift their energy by just knowing what to say and how to say it, or not to say anything, just showing up and, creating a energetic space for them to just be, whether they're angry, whether they're sad, whether they're happy, whether they're confused, whatever it is. Like, all those things are so important. And this comes with the Virgo energy that we're in today, right? This comes with that soft girl era, right? It's not just pampering yourself and knowing when to dress up or this and that. It's knowing when to back out gracefully, knowing what to say, knowing how to read other people. You know what I mean? These things that, if we're looking in the, the workforce, because I have a background of the workforce, it's your soft skills. Things that you can't be taught, right? You learn it over time until it becomes a part of your personality, right? Just a part of you. These soft skills. And it's such a beautiful thing to just finally be in a space where you can wake up to that. And it's okay. It doesn't matter if you wake up to it now or you wake up to it later, just as long as you wake up to it. And everybody has it. So in this new moon in Virgo, in this transition from Leo into Virgo, and embracing the Virgin, right? This is her symbol, the Virgin. This is your new start. This is your new start. And allow the animals to also give you the messages. It's not always, a big man with a beard or a being or extraterrestrial, whatever you believe in, right? Because they all are real. It's not one of those things coming down from the sky. Sometimes it is, right? But in most cases, it might not be. It may just be a bunny rabbit running along the path that you're walking, and it stops directly in front of you and stares you down. It could just be that, right? It could just be, the dragonfly that lands on your hand as you're finally doing what the universe has been literally chewing your ear off to do forever, and you just thought, I'm not going to do it. Nobody's going to, whatever negative thought is there, you know what I mean? Insert that there, right? But it could be something as simple as that. It could be as simple as, the universe will use other people. They'll use your loved ones. They'll use a stranger. Mostly, it'll use a stranger, like someone you've never known before, right? Because there's no bias. You know what I mean? There's no, there's nothing there to be like, bro, what you said, or boy, what you said, or all these other things, right? It's just deliver the message, move along. They got it, right? So just keep your eyes and ears open to that. And especially now that we are going into, the season of harvest, right? Now that we're going into the season of harvest, pay very close attention to the animals that come and give you a message by a simple look. Even the wind or the energy that you feel inside of your body that feels quite different than the energy that you felt yesterday. So again, hopefully it's not too long of a video. And I look forward to having more of these conversations with you guys and these unpackings with you guys. Not everybody can afford a life coach, and the universe has different tasks for different souls out there, and I guess this one is mine. So I look forward to seeing this unfold, and I look forward to seeing who jumps on the energy bandwagon, or in this term, the energy wave, right? We'll get into these meanings a little bit down the line. I have some wonderful things for you guys, and I'm really looking forward to this beautiful journey, this beautiful dance between my energy and yours. So with that, I bid you adieu, and have a wonderful day surfing your energy wave. Peace.